I actually spent $80 on a DIY ceramic coating kit and ruined the hood on my first try. The product wasn't the problem. The failure happened because I applied it in a driveway on a warm afternoon, worked sections that were too large, and missed the flash window entirely. To understand why it failed, you have to look at the 80-20 rule of detailing. The chemical in the bottle is only 20% of the outcome. The other 80% is preparation, environment, and technique. That preparation phase dictates everything. It determines how the coating bonds to the clear coat, how long it survives, and whether the final finish is clear or covered in hazy defects. Mastering that preparation phase is what separates a botched attempt that requires abrasive machine correction from a clear, multi-year bond you can achieve at home. Successful application begins with environmental control. Driveways and open carports introduce variables like wind-blown dust and direct UV that make a professional result nearly impossible. You need an enclosed garage. This readout shows the parameters for a predictable chemical reaction. The safe zone is 60 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity below 60%. If you move into the red danger zones, above 85 degrees or high humidity, the chemistry changes. In high heat, the carrier solvent evaporates too quickly for you to level the coating. In high humidity, moisture in the air can actually cross-link with the product prematurely, leaving a cloudy or streaked finish. If the environment is uncontrolled, a high-end coating will perform worse than a budget kit applied in a stable, cool garage. Before that liquid touches the paint, you have to strip the surface to a bare, clear coat. A standard car wash is insufficient, because regular shampoos often leave wax or silicone residues that block the ceramic bond. You start with an iron remover. It reacts with metallic particles embedded in your paint, like brake dust, and dissolves them chemically. You'll see the panel bleeding purple as these unseen contaminants liquefy and rinse away. After the chemical strip, you use a clay bar to shear off any remaining microscopic grit. This removes the bonded industrial fallout and sap that washing and chemicals leave behind. The final prep step is a wipe down with diluted isopropyl alcohol. This strips away any lingering polishing oils or surfactant residues, leaving the surface chemically bare. Skipping these steps leaves a layer of contamination between the paint and the coating, which prevents the ceramic from ever forming a permanent bond with the clear coat. Once the surface is bare, apply exactly 4 to 6 drops of coating onto a suede applicator. Oversaturating the pad makes the product pool on the paint, which makes the curing time impossible to predict. Work in sections no larger than 2 square feet. This ensures you can apply, monitor the flash, and level the coating before it begins to harden. This is the crosshatch pattern. You apply slow, overlapping horizontal strokes across the section, immediately followed by vertical passes over the same area. This grid ensures a uniform chemical deposit across the entire section, preventing some areas from curing faster than others. Now you watch for the flash. This is a 1 to 3 minute window where the carrier solvent evaporates and the SiO2 begins to bond with the paint. Using an inspection light at an angle, you'll see a visual signal. The wet liquid layer will shift into a faint, iridescent rainbow shimmer. The moment you see that shimmer, you must level the coating. Use one clean towel to wipe away the excess, followed by a second clean towel to buff the surface to a clear reflection. Timing is everything here. Buffing too early removes the product before it can bond, while buffing too late creates the permanent high spots I experienced on my first attempt. After application, the coating continues to cross-link for 24 to 48 hours. The car must remain dry and indoors during this window to prevent moisture from ruining the initial cure. This diagram compares the two main options. A liquid ceramic chemically interlocks into the structure of your clear coat. A spray ceramic coating, however, simply sits on top of the surface. Spray coatings are a practical choice if you can't control your environment. They require very little prep and zero cure time, though they only provide surface level protection for 3 to 6 months. A professional multi-year result depends on the specific chemical environment you provide. When the environment, the prep, and the timing are controlled, the coating performs exactly as it was engineered.